So how do you help those clients who just feel stuck? They've tried it all, but nothing is working.
I remind them that feeling stuck doesn't mean they are broken or they're gonna stay in that state forever. It means current tools and the environment are not the right fit yet. We slow things down, try tiny new steps, and often the shift comes with sustainable small changes or big changes. When they learn to stop fighting themselves, start listening to their emotions, feelings, body, with compassion and trust. Or I call self-respect.
On Power 8 Radio.
Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to another super special episode of P.A.R. Real Talk. And today I have a guest, somebody that has been on the show before, blessing us with immense wisdom. So if I get my guest to please introduce yourself, tell us your name. For those that I didn't catch up before, tell us what you do and where you're from as well, please.
Hi, Pai. Happy to be here. I am Dr. Akira Olsen, licensed psychologist and founder of Journey Health, a digital mental health clinic inspired by my book, The Journey to Self. And this clinic focuses on holistic well-being across the mind, the body, relationships, and soul, offering integrative approach to mental health.
Nice. The way you left it there. Because I kind of want to go first on the question, the book, The Journey to Self. So since you've published this, what has surprised you the most about how people are responding to that beautiful book of yours?
Honestly, I've been so touched by how many readers say this feels doable. They tell me they don't feel pressure to change overnight, but instead feel encouraged to start small. That's the best surprise. People realizing that healing doesn't have to be overwhelming or fast.
Wow, that is deep because it is, it's a journey, as you say, it's a journey to self. So it's a slow process, but at least you're moving towards it. So, and you talk about developing a positive relationship with yourself. What does that actually look like in a day-to-day life?
It looks like giving yourself the same kindness, trust, respect to best friend. Maybe that's taking a 5 minutes break when your brain is fried, or noticing when you are being harsh with yourself and softening the inner voice. It's those small check-ins I call emotion check-ins in my book.
So you're constantly checking in on how you feel at every point in time. That's really, really cool. And, going on from the answer you said before as well, and which we've covered in the previous interview, you emphasized about small, doable steps. So don't do anything too dramatic, no a dramatic change, no, okay, we're just going to quit and stop doing this now. We're going to break it down in little steps. Why do you think this approach is actually most effective?
Yeah. Because change sticks when it feels real and sustainable. If you try to overhaul your life in one weekend, it rarely lasts. But if you commit to a 5 to 10 minutes routine every day, you are building confidence and momentum without burning out. That's my experience.
That makes a lot of sense. Actually, makes a lot of sense. I like that. Thank you so much for that. And okay, so you write and speak about somatic therapy and visualization. Can you share an example of how body-based practices help in emotional healing?
Mhm. Sure. Imagine noticing your shoulders are tight from stress. Instead of ignoring it, you pause, take a deep breath, and let your body guide you into release without interpretation or judgment. Pair that with visualizing a safe, joyful place, and suddenly both your body and emotions feel lighter. That's what I do with myself and my clients, and it's powerful.
Sounds really powerful. Sounds sounds really inspiring. And you know, there's so many people out there, with different. Everybody have their own different issues, and they've gone to this person, they've tried that, they've read some books, they've gone to see practitioners, they've done everything you can think of. So how do you help those clients who just feel stuck? They've tried it all, but nothing is working.
I remind them that feeling stuck doesn't mean they are broken or they're gonna stay in that state forever. It means current tools and environment are not the right fit yet. We slow things down, try tiny new steps, and often the shift comes with sustainable small changes or big changes. When they learn to stop fighting themselves, start listening to their emotions, feelings, body with compassion and trust. Or I call self-respect.
Respect, that's a big one, I suppose. That's where it all starts from, within with us ourselves. And this, so like even this message that you've just given now, for me, I'm like glued in and I'm able to, relate and understand what you're saying. So you speak to many audiences from all over the place, from those that have suffered, trauma, to CEOs of big corporations. Do you adjust your message or maybe the method you deliver it in, to suit each person, or do you just use the same message for everybody?
Yeah, there is definitely a universal theme. Everyone is searching for purpose and stability. The language I use might change, But whether I'm talking to a young adult, a woman in shelters, or a CEO, the core message is the same. You can build inner strengths by reconnecting with yourself, cultivating positive relationship with yourself. Initially, it's hard. Maybe it's hard, but when you start small, listen to your emotions, feelings, body without judgment, and you will develop a positive, loving relationship with yourself over time.
That's really beautiful. So the message across the board is still the same because it's still, they say there's no I in team, but then it's an I that makes the team. So many eyes make the team. So no, I like that. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And I just want to go into this bit that there are a lot of people that have different emotions like shame, some anger. There's a lot of anger out there, especially in the world at the moment. Some are grief. So a lot of these emotions were thought to actually suppress them. You just keep it down. You don't do anything about it. If you're angry, just don't be angry. That's it. Just suppress it. How do you guide people to navigate this type of emotions?
I normalize them first. All emotions are part of being human, even the messy ones. Then we create safe ways to name, express, and release them. That can be journaling, talking, moving the body, or simply having someone witness them without judgment, with compassion and respect.
That's deep. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And for some people, some of us included, that you're a perfectionist. You just need everything to be. It has to be like this. Otherwise, if it's not perfect, you haven't done it well. So, or those people that are high achievers. So, what role does self-compassion play in their healing journey?
It's everything. High achievers often believe being hard on themselves is what makes them successful. But in reality, self-compassion or self-love gives them resilience. When you stop beating yourself for mistakes, you recover faster and actually perform better. And that vibes spread around you, your loved ones as well.
That's beautiful. I like the way where you left it there as well, because it's not just about us here, the loved ones around us, but a lot of the time you think too much about them. I've got to do this for them. I've got to do that for them, that you neglect your own self. And before you know it, you can't even show them love because you don't know what it feels like to love anything. You can't even love your own self. So, no, that's a great, great answer. Thank you so much for that. And, I just want to dig into your own personal experience. So, in your life, how have you balanced being a psychologist, an educator, an entrepreneur? You do it all with your own personal well-being. How do you stay grounded to make sure you're okay?
Honestly, I practice what I teach, what I have taught. I carve out non-negotiable time for myself, my routines, like a movement, mindful breathing, connecting with loved ones. And I wrote about my routines in my book. I call micro routines. Sticking to routines helps maintain inner balance and calm and resilience as well. And it's not about perfect balance or perfectionism at all. It's about remembering, I'm a human. I can do I can take small steps every day.
Mm, 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 mm. That's good. So, it's like it's good to know you practice what you preach. Because some people go, oh, yeah, do as I say, but don't do as I do. Well, you practice what you preach. That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And so your practice and book both emphasize integration, East, West, science, and soul. Do you think the mental health field itself is becoming more open to this kind of holistic healing?
Yes, slowly and surely, more people are realizing that healing is not just in the mind, it's in the body and community and spirit. And I think we are moving toward a future where meditation, movement, and therapy all sit at the same table.
So slowly but surely, we're progressing to the right direction, which is really, really good. Thank you so much. So let's kind of move on from there. That if you have the power that you could actually rewrite one cultural belief around mental health, what would it be, and why would you choose to rewrite that bit?
Well, asking for help means you are not weak. In truth, reaching out is one of the bravest, strongest things you can do. I'd love to see the belief flipped. All generation asking for help from anyone you can trust, including therapist. Is, your strengths, and mental health tools are available for everyone. And mental health therapy resources should be available for everyone.
Yes, no, definitely second that. Because it's especially in the world we live in now, that's why there's a lot of talks about mental health, because the world is kind of in a mental state. So no wonder. And for a lot of people that are overwhelmed by the world right now, the news, financial stress, family conflict, um, what would you say to help them begin to find their own center?
I would say start small. Even 1 minute of mindful breathing. One moment of noticing something good around you can begin to shift your nervous system. You don't have to fix everything today. Just create tiny anchors of calm you can return to.
Well, it's really deep. I like where you left there that, create the calm that you can return to. Because those beats are personal to everybody. Only you know what makes you calm, what makes you happy, what your happy place is. So creating that environment that you can always return to, that's a great, great, powerful message. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And so as we're kind of wrapping up, for people that want to find out more about you, they want to maybe reach out to you, and obviously the ones that haven't read the book, where's the best place to reach out to you, and what are your social handles?
Yeah, so you can, if you're interested to learn more about my work, my book, The Journey to Self, is available now on Amazon. It's about the foundation for my digital clinic, Journey Health's mission to bring integrative healing to the mind, the body, relationships, and soul. And you can visit Journey to Self, the clinic, or follow me on Instagram at the Dr. Akira 94111. I have my Journey to Self community, and I, meet people there, and for mindful tips, micro routines, and holistic mental health insights every day. And also I'm kind of, sharing the free workbook to community members if you sign up by October 31st.
Super, super, super. Well, you heard it. Sign up by October 31st, get the free workbook, and there's a whole load of goodness. We'll tag it all in the line. I would like to say thank you so, so much. From you're so, so busy, but you still come to share, your great work with us. And so thank you for coming to share it with us. Thank you also for, sparing your time to bless us again. And any closing remarks from you to the viewers?
So healing is not the finish line. It's a lifelong relationship with yourself. Mental health is for treatment, therapy, prevention, growth, and daily practice of caring for your whole being. That's my message. And I appreciate Patty for interviewing with me today.
It's a pleasure having you on the show on Power Radio. It's been amazing. So until we meet again, it's been a pleasure. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
You're traveling on the airwaves of Power Ace Radio.